Good evening and welcome to The Hub.
I'm Louis, this is Kelly, and we are live on GBC Television.
We're looking ahead to a James Foote exhibition with Rebecca Fowler.
Yeah, Yalta Pons and her crew are telling us all about her latest show, Illumina.
And we're catching up with the guys from Jetstream. Welcome to the show.
Welcome guys.
back.
Thank you for having us.
Now, I believe we've got lots to catch up on.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So you'll be on the sofa as well in part 2, so we're looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Likewise.
Will you be performing for us tonight?
We'll be performing two songs. One's called The Story of My Life, which some of you may have heard, and then we're going to perform a new song, exclusive.
Ooh.
Oh, I love exclusives.
Don't you?
Ah, very exciting.
What's that called?
It's called Delta Blues.
We only learnt it yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
really,
it should be perfect by now.
Yeah.
No pressure, no pressure.
Very good. Hey guys, are you ready for some Hub news?
Absolutely.
Of course. No,
No, you were so intrigued by the Hub news.
I must have been here a few times.
Absolutely. Right, it's now time for the Hub news. So, first up, scientists have confirmed being in a settled relationship really does increase the likelihood of weight gain, and they've explained why. Australian researchers made the conclusion after assessing 10 years' worth of data from 15,000 participants. The study shows couples weigh more than single people despite having healthier lifestyles and eating more fruit and vegetables. That's a great picture, by the way, that showed a happy, healthy couple. This could be down to them needing no longer to impress potential suitors, which is one fair answer. Hey guys from Jetstream, do you believe in that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Good, that's good. Children can only worsen weight problems as parents tend to munch on their leftovers and snacks. So
I can imagine that happening.
Yeah, stop doing that, guys. Ooh, you've left the chicken nugget there. Thank you. My Auntie Claire does that all the time.
What, with your chicken nuggets?
Yeah, with everyone's chicken nuggets. Oh, God, don't waste them. Cosy evenings spent binge-watching The Hub on TV and munching popcorn on the sofa have taken the brunt of the blame, but the new study suggests that the weight gain isn't actually from an unhealthy lifestyle. Dr. Jerica Burge from the University of Minnesota commented how date nights and romantic dinners are actually responsible, where couples are eating more of all food types.
I suppose it depends on how many date nights you have.
If you're, I don't know.
It's okay to indulge now and again.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Kellyanne. Wise words from Kellyanne. The scientists have been really busy this week, as they've also found that recycled toilet water is just as tasty as bottled water, according to a new study.
Oh.
Yep, and we've got the taster here.
What do you think, Louis?
I'm not going to taste it right now. We haven't really. In the first ever blind test of toilet to tap water, volunteers even admitted they preferred it to drinking tap water.
Interesting.
Scientists called for marketing campaigns to make sewage water less scary.
Purified sewage water. I think that's where they need to.
And the horror films of sewage water have to stop, I think, because it's too scary for everyone to accept. They claim people have to accept drinking water that comes directly from toilets amid fears of a global water shortage. Now, recycled toilet water is safe to drink because it contains no harmful components, which are all flushed out before it enters the drinking supply. So, Kellyanne, the question is, are you happy?
If there was a water shortage, then yes, of course.
But up until that point, we just keep drinking.
Up until that point, yeah, just
we carry on going.
Normal tap for me. Yeah.
I'd agree with you.
But if we needed to, obviously everyone would.
Yes.
Yeah. Purified toilet
Purified.
water. So it's not really toilet water anymore.
It's just
water.
Yes.
Yeah. So a new art exhibition, moving completely on to something
completely on from toilet
water. A new
water.
art exhibition by regular visitor to the Rock, James Foote, will be launched next week at the Fine Arts Gallery, and Rebecca Fowler is here to tell us more about it. So welcome, Rebecca. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having
Perhaps
me.
you can just explain why you're here to talk about James Foote's exhibition.
Well, I'm James's agent. That sounds a
bit snazzy.
Yeah, it's not a secret agent, Louis. Calm down. I just sort of organise things. That's what he calls me, anyway. I mean, basically, I'm
You're
a
good
friend.
friends.
We're friends, and I organise I book the room. It's at the Fine Arts Gallery in Casemates, on top of Café Solo, just in case you don't know where the Fine Arts Gallery is. I book it, I send out all the invites, I organise the free wine.
Ooh.
Louis? No, you don't like wine, do you?
To get
gin and tonics for you.
I get an invite.
Of course you get an invite. Everyone's invited.
Good.
Bands, the cameramen. So, yeah, I organise that. James has been coming to Gibraltar for nearly 25 years.
What is the
year.
appeal for him? I mean, obviously we love Gibraltar, but what is it about Gibraltar that keeps bringing him back?
People like his work. I think that's what... I mean, he is a full-time artist. That's how he makes his living. And he always gets a very warm welcome from people in Gibraltar, and they buy his art. And, I mean, if you're familiar with his work, he paints shadows and shutters and old buildings and the sea and palm trees and Moorish Castle there, Loreto Convent. He captures the light and he captures the architecture, and he paints. You can commission him to paint your house or your old school or your boat, and he sells, and people welcome him back every year. There's a good crowd, and then there's new people that come along, and there's people that just are regulars. I don't know if they've got any more walls left. They keep buying his work.
Are these pieces going to be on sale on the show?
All these pieces in the picture are just a taste of... Every year he brings new work, and he paints mostly Gibraltar scenes, but he'll also bring some of his... Because he lives in Greece. He's British, but he lives in Greece, and he paints lots of nice little Greek chairs and fishing boats, and he has some... stuff from the cathedral in Cordoba in the collection this year, but mostly it's nice scenes of Irish town and cathedral churches, and it's something for everyone. Some of them are huge, some of them are small, and they're well priced for what they are, for the amount of work that goes into them.
What kind of price range?
Well, a small one is £575. But small isn't. It's not. It's about that big.
Yeah.
Small, and so it's a good price. It's a good investment actually, because he's been established as an artist for over 30 years now.
Oh,
It's a great.
She's a
It's
good
an
agent.
investment. Don't think of it art. It's an investment. That's what it is.
And is his collection mainly Gibraltar because he's bringing it here, or is that just his main inspiration anyway, regardless of whether he's exhibiting here on the Rock or not?
He tends to, if he exhibits, say, in Edinburgh or he's exhibited in San Francisco, he tends to paint some pieces from there, but he sort of acts on what people like. They might just want a scene, he's like of an olive tree or something that's Greek. So a lot of people here like the Greek stuff. And he just, you never know. So you do a bit of everything, and sometimes everyone wants to buy the same painting. So that's when the commission comes in, when you say, well, I can make you another similar one. So he's very flexible. And, he's a big friend of Gibraltar, big promoter of Gibraltar. Lots of other people get to see Gibraltar's architecture because of his work, and it's sold worldwide. So it's a nice work. I don't know.
They're watercolours, right?
Watercolours, very subtle. You should come on. Everyone should come and see this. Everyone's invited to the opening night, which is on Tuesday. It's at 6:00. Free wine. And you'll get to meet him. And he'll sit in the gallery for 2 weeks. He's there from 10 till 7 every day. And if you want to go and have a chat with him and see how he creates a painting, he also does art classes. He's sometimes done them here. And he's a very personable character. And it's just to go and have a browse, no obligation to buy, but it is both rooms will be full of paintings, and they're a delight.
If he's at the exhibition for so long every day, hopefully he still finds some time to paint as well whilst he's here.
Well, he paints all the work while he's here. He has a rest from painting while he's here.
Yeah.
He'll go around taking lots of photographs for the next collection, but he sits in the gallery and chats and. He's someone that's it's got an interesting life story.
And you said he's been here for 25 years?
He's been coming for 25 years.
So how has his work varied in that time, do you think?
I've seen some of his early work.
And Gibraltar's quite small, so as beautiful as it is, how has he found so much inspiration for that many years to keep painting?
Because... For example, he's always painted things for different governors, and most governors want a painting of the convent.
Yeah.
And sometimes they want the ballroom, or they want the facade, or they want the courtyard. And so he gets a lot of people, like visiting forces people that live in houses in Gibraltar for 3 years and have such a nice time. They want a memento. And then you just get different generations, like their granny's house in new lane or something, a new passage or something like that. We get loads of commissions from people that want, or they're buying a 70th birthday present and they get a painting of a building that their father grew up in, and or a scene of Gibraltar. And so lots of boats as well, people's yachts. It's just, demand really, supply and demand.
Excellent. So that's Tuesday at 6 p.m. in the
Tuesday at 6 p.m. is the opening night. But the gallery he'll be sitting there for the next 2 weeks, and so everyone's welcome to go and look at the work.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Rebecca.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Rebecca. It's time now to make a new furry friend. Let's see if we can help this lovely, beautiful, good-looking cat, which I believe Kellyanne is going to adore.
Oh, no, don't tempt me.
You need another one, Kellyanne. You need another one.
The poor thing.
Listen.
Being left in a cage.
The
Oh, we're off on
connection there
holiday,
between you
taking
two.
you to the cattery, and then that's it. Very sad.
Come on, let's find Nino a home.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed we'll have good news for next week.
I reckon we will.
Well, we're shining the spotlight on Peter Vasquez now in this week's Creatives feature.
I decided to become an artist when I was 11 years old. I was in prep school in Seaford, Sussex. The school was called Lady Cross. And academically, I've never been very good. And then in 1965, I won the school prize for art. I got given a book, which I still have in my bookshelves there. And I decided, this is something I know how to do. So I started doing it. I went to college in Bristol, a technical college it was, where I did my A-level arts and crafts, my A-level crafts, and just carried on from there. I continued in my little bits and pieces here and there, but I sort of spent a lot of time working other jobs as an antique dealer as well, and in between sometimes I got inspired and do a little bit of work here or there. When I'm starting a piece of work, many times I got a blank canvas and I think, what am I going to do? And it just happens spontaneously. There is a theme, but if you look at one piece another, it might look completely different. But I do believe there is, I can't even put into words what connects them all together, except it's me, obviously. In a lot of my work, in fact, I haven't used the pure colours. I've always dusted the colours down to the white or something. And in that sense, there is a continuity in my work, in the way I use colour. I have sold pieces, but I've got a feeling if I'm going to sell them, if I'm not going to get a price which I think is worthwhile to me, I'm not going to sell. I'd rather keep it for my daughter or family, whatever, in the future. As a young man, I used to think, oh, it'd be nice to be a famous artist. As an older man, I think, why bother? I'm not bothered.
Interesting stuff from Peter there.
Interesting stuff.
Jetstream now with their first track of the night, so when you're ready, guys.
I am the boy when everything was easy. You were the girl that stood so very tall. You were all I saw. We walked along the shoreline every day. Everything was perfect. It was the first time that we felt this way. I wanted to remain. Where did you go? Where did you go? Ooh, I wanna know, is this the story of my life? I keep on calling almost every night, but I get no answer. I try to keep on searching for your light. All I see is night. Now you see my face in magazines. I wonder what you're thinking. I'm still the boy when I was 17. Please don't let that sink. Hey, where did you go? Where did you go? Ooh, I wanna know, is this the story of my life? Where did you go? Where did you go? Ooh, I wanna know, is this the story of my life? Where did you go? Where did you go? Ooh, I wanna know, is this the story of my life, my life, my life? Where did you go? Where did you go? Ooh, I wanna know, is this the story of my life?
Thank you. That was lovely. Thank you very much. Well, coming up after the break, Jetstream will be on our sofa. We'll be competing in our viral video competition.
We'll be getting fit with Kyrone Watson and much, much more. Welcome back to the Hub.
We're catching up with Nolan, Stu and Aaron now from Jetstream. So welcome to the show, guys.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you very much for joining us. Lovely first song in part 1. Looking forward to the exclusive song in part 3. Now it's time to judge our viral video competition before we get to the nitty-gritty of our interview.
A
So
lot of pressure.
are you okay to judge this for us?
A bit nervous, I won't lie, but
It's an exciting time of the programme.
let's do
It
it.
is.
It's my
It really
video up
is.
first. Let's just, it doesn't need any explanation.
No intro, nothing?
No, not really. Let's
Okay,
just have
like
a-
that. Confident.
So you know it in America. Can you see the screen from there?
Not really, but
No, this is sabotage. They can't see the screen from where they are.
Foco.
Is that better? So you know,
I've
in
seen this one, I've
America,
seen it,
in sports games, they have like kiss cams and dance
Y
cams.
lo veo como bailar, tío. Heavy.
Don't spoil it, Nolan.
Sorry.
So at first he's reluctant because he works there and he doesn't want to get into trouble. Then he just lets loose. But yeah, the crowd wanted more. You hear the crowds just going crazy for him.
Everyone loves a show off, eh?
I've seen you throw them moves out, Nolan.
Nolan as well.
It's like you and Duck.
And there's more.
know, right?
There's more. It was probably his most fun day at work ever.
You reckon it was planned, baby?
No, of course it wasn't, Nolan. Nolan, stop spoiling my video.
No, that couldn't possibly be planned, Nolan. As if they would do such a thing like that and fool us all,
Even
Nolan.
if it was,
I hate your conspiracy thoughts.
His dance moves were genuine, regardless.
Yeah, right, exactly, yeah.
So,
Very good.
Talent was there.
Freestyle.
My video is slightly different to that. Basically, we were talking Kellyanne last week. As you would have watched The Hub last week, so
Of
we had
course,
somebody.
absolutely, yeah.
Are you fans of Bear Grylls?
Yeah.
Oh, great! This could be good for me then. So this is one of the best clips of Bear Grylls ever.
It's not him drinking the...
No,
The recycled.
No, he's not recycling toilet water. He's gone in to get some very rare honey. Have a look at this.
Okay.
So he's gone to get the honey.
Trying to fight that temptation to swat at them when they're on your hand.
So he's got the honey.
Okay.
Watch.
It's on my forehead. Forehead, go away. Go away.
Ah.
Watch.
But he's got one stinging. Here, can you see it? Can you pull it off for me? Try and get the little stinger.
Oh my gosh.
Watch.
And that's what you want to pull out. You go and see that? It's been quite a brute of a
Wow.
brute of a bee sting
Oh my
there.
gosh.
Made all of this part of me swell up. Feel a bit like the Elephant Man. It's actually quite hard though to see out of
Cumberbatch.
this eye.
Yeah, yeah, actually.
Feels like a bit of a price to pay for a bit of honey.
You can get honey in Morris.
Wow.
Out of all the massive, lethal, aggressive
We shouldn't be laughing, really, should we?
No.
alligators I've dealt with over the years. The
Wow.
one that gets me is a bee.
Oof.
Wow.
Wow.
Don't think you finished
oh my
that episode, really.
gosh. Oh, that looks so painful.
Wow.
So, guys, which video did you enjoy the most?
Well,
I enjoyed that way too much. But I just like the fact that a guy who deals with sharks, sharks, alligators, and every deadliest animal gets overdone by a bee. For me.
so which video would I watch again and would I show my friends?
No, which video would you enjoy the most?
Or which video would you show your friends? Yeah, which video would you show your friends?
That was painful. I don't know if I enjoyed that.
No, but
but
you
I'd certainly
probably-
watch it again.
Yes.
But I think I enjoyed the other one more because
The dancing
no one
attendant.
got hurt.
Okay. So I'm going to give Aaron the deciding vote because I'd never seen that Bear Grylls one, so I'm going to go for that one.
Hey, Nolan, respect.
Yeah.
Like that a lot. Yeah, we just
No
know.
pressure,
I
Aaron.
would have to go with the first one.
No.
Yay!
Yes,
Thank
it's
you,
funny.
guys.
It dances well.
Thank you.
But the other guy is self-inflicted. No sympathy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. He could have gone to Morrison's and got some honey.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Hardly
The
anywhere.
stupid thing was, I feel like there has been sabotage here. The best part of that video was he said, and what you do, and he actually wipes the honey on him because he said it's got fantastic antiseptic qualities.
then
Obviously not.
Right.
But
Well,
somebody's ruined
if
that
you
bit.
disagree with the guys and you prefer Louis, you can get on Facebook and let
Please
us
do.
know which
Please
video
do.
you enjoyed the most. So, guys, as we said, lots to catch up on. Tell us where you've just come back from.
We just came back from Belgium, a little place called Comines.
Wow.
And why was that?
Well, we had this guy who was interested, and as happens after gigs and stuff, you get lots of people promising everything. We're going to take you here, we're going to do this, and it's like, yeah, okay. But this guy actually came through, you know, and he sorted everything out for us. All our flights were paid. They treated us like rock stars. And we had a great time down there. They put on like a real show for us.
It was amazing.
So
Absolutely
tell us about like
amazing.
the venue and the
Yeah, it was-
show.
It's like a theatre with the stage, the lighting, all the equipment that we currently use in Gibraltar. They replicated that exactly.
Wow.
They got everything in, no joke. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it was so good. We kind of playing.
I hear music. I didn't
I
know
hear-
there was some footage.
there you go.
There we go.
Check it out, right?
footage.
So this is one of those moments, you know, especially in our careers where you've gone, did that really happen?
Yeah.
I mean, we had a place packed out. People who we've never met in Belgium before knew the words to our song.
Really?
Right? This is unbelievable, right?
Wow.
Everybody came
So how
out.
have they become
Yeah, how's this
Jetstream
following?
I'm guessing this guy who
Yeah,
sort
fans?
of
You've been pumping your music on.
there was 150 people there, which is like,
Amazing.
Yeah.
hang on, how did that happen?
You know, it's been a
They're all clapping
Yeah.
along to Nolan.
They knew the words.
yeah. So you know, a guy who'd seen us at the MTV festival.
Is that how this came about then? Is that what he
a
saw you?
guy called
originally?
Eric,
years
who's probably
ago.
watching now, actually.
What's his name?
A guy
Eric.
called Eric.
And his
You
wife
might as well
Lynn.
give him a shout
Shout
out.
out.
He's
Big shout out
done
to
all
Eric
this
and
for
Lynn.
you.
Absolutely.
Job supremely well done. I mean, honestly, we're really lucky. We're really.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
This was an amazing gig. Absolutely brilliant.
That's them there, Eric and Lynn.
Yeah.
There you go.
And they got the entire town to come out. This big concert hall they've got there. And look at
That's
that.
them singing.
Yeah, just wanted
That's
to
not Nolan.
clarify.
Yeah,
No, that wasn't Nolan's
That was
voice.
not, the microphone was not near my mouth. Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Is that a Belgian flag or is
Yeah,
that a
yeah,
Gibraltar flag?
Yeah.
Belgian flag. Yeah,
Belgian
yeah,
flag.
yeah.
Yes.
It was proper rock and roll that concert, and we've had a cracking weekend. And all thanks to these guys that liked what we did and they came to see us in London. You know, and they're following us, and now we've got a town in Belgium that's following us, which is brilliant. Absolutely
Just one
brilliant.
town so far, but I mean, who knows where it could go from there?
Yeah, looking to expanding. Why not? Yeah.
And how would you say that gig compared to MTV's festivals, stuff like that?
It's different.
Different kind of platform. I mean, in the sense of us just being alone doing a gig
Yes.
with no other bands.
And they're
That's
there to
probably-
watch you.
Yeah, that's probably the best one we've ever done, I think.
Yeah.
For me personally.
It was brilliant.
But obviously with MTV or the GMF, you're sharing the stage with other artists and people that are around to see different artists. And if they happen to stumble upon you, they'll stick around. So
Yeah,
that was special.
Last year's MTV was quite special.
Yeah, last year's MTV was pretty good as well. But
Well, they must have thought so too.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So-
And you know, there's more Belgian beer at this one.
Yeah.
Probably.
Which is a plus.
Not a bit like vodka, but hey.
So you mentioned they were singing along to your songs. How much of a surprise was that when you were performing? Like you mentioned what a feeling that must be for you guys. But I mean,
it's in the middle of nowhere, no? Belgium compared to Gibraltar, it's like, how do these guys know our songs? It's ridiculous, and us taking us over.
Yeah, it's the best feeling though
Yeah.
when you're performing your songs and people are singing back to it. Like we were performing Starlight, and for a couple of the other songs, I introduced them. I got them to sing the chorus before the song. But for Starlight, we started it, and then when it came to the chorus, they were singing, and it was like,
Wow.
how did that happen? Like you said earlier, where did you learn these songs? But it was special, absolutely.
Yeah, certainly. You know, it's one we'll never forget, and we'll truly always be thankful to these guys.
Do you think you'll go back?
Hope so.
Is that on the cards already?
It
Or
has to happen.
has to?
Has to.
Yeah, I reckon if we don't go back again, we'll certainly go back and visit the town again. 'Cause
Yeah.
We've made loads and loads of friends, and we had a phenomenal weekend. It's been a kind of crazy experience. But, you know, kind of memorable for sure.
Brilliant.
has this motivated you as well? I suppose it must be a massive motivator, and even like a bit of inspiration to write more original material when you get this kind of reception, not just from your hometown, but from somewhere
it-
In the middle of nowhere.
afield.
Yeah, it pushes you because it makes you hungry for more of that, you know what I mean? Thankfully, we've got stuff coming up. We've got Madrid next week. We've got London again in a couple more weeks. And we're pushing, you know, to perform in new places, to new people, and get our music out there to be heard. So, yeah, we're definitely trying hard, and hopefully more of these kind of
That
experiences
explain
come
the
about.
coordinated outfit?
Yeah, you're looking
I
very,
have to say, guys,
very
you've been
boy
on,
band tonight.
Yes, you've been on a lot of times. You've been a lot of times, but today I'm thinking, especially when we story of my life, I'm thinking One Direction. That's what I was thinking.
Not
with
take
the
that,
outfit.
not take that.
Same song title as well, isn't it? Yeah.
Of course, it's the same song title. And I'm thinking, you come in, you've got one who's not wearing the ripped jeans, a little bit more rocky, ripped jeans. I'm ready for action. I like it.
Is that what that outfit
That's
says
what I've
to
just
you?
read.
That's what you read. Yeah, we called each other before coming.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
And also, it tells black is slimming. So
Why did I not? God, give me the memo. Joe. You're getting tipped. Come on.
We'll stay put for now because we've got more to chat about. But it's time now to get fit with Karen Watson, and he's telling us how to do it.
Yes.
Hi guys, my name is Karen Watson and today I'm going to be showing you the mountain climbers. Now this exercise engages the core and when done correctly can really be part of a cardiovascular exercise because of the high pace and the intensity that's involved in it. So to start this exercise, we'll be getting into the press up position or the high plank position, however you want to call it. And from here, again, I want you to squeeze the abs, squeeze your glutes, push your shoulders back, make sure your back is straight. Now from here, I want you to bring the left knee in across your body and then back out, and then the right knee in across your body and back out. And to do the mountain climbs, I want you to do this as fast as possible, as if you're running, basically, copying the motion of running. And each time you bring the knee in, you're breathing out. So remember to keep your hips down and breathe in when you bring the foot back and breathe out when you're bringing one knee in. And always keep the core engaged. Always keep your core tight, hips down. So for this exercise, I recommend to start off with 2 to 3 sets and try a duration of 20 to 30 seconds. As you get more comfortable, increase the sets and increase the duration to 30, 40 seconds, 1 minute. See until it can really challenge you and go from there.
Thank you very much, Karen.
Thank you, Karen.
A bit of inspiration there.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you won't need the black to look so slimming if maybe you take
I'll be
Karen's
hitting the gym first thing in the morning.
You don't need to go to the gym, just mountain climbers.
Just black.
Yes. Now, guys, obviously you said you've got Madrid coming up and London as well. So these places are a little bit more accessible maybe to Gibraltarians.
Yes.
So obviously you always want to perform to new audiences, but it must always be great to get local people at the concerts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Away from Gibraltar as well.
We played twice in London this year already. I mean, we've got a packed out year. We're calling
Your
it
calendar's been crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost like a mini European tour kind of thing, you know. As crazy as that sounds. So we've been in the UK twice already. We're going back to London. We've got another 2 gigs in London coming up. There's still more. We were announced for the MTV gig in Gibraltar as well. We're in Madrid next week. We're in talks for other European capitals as well.
In talks?
In
That
talks,
sounds
yeah.
Can you give any details on which capitals?
Well, we're also actually we're going to be recording some new songs really soon as well.
Moving swiftly on.
We want to come here again, so let's do something
Okay.
to talk about.
Keep
Right?
some cards close to us.
Let's talk about the logistics, though, because obviously you all have full-time jobs, families, friends.
Yeah.
How do you maintain all that as well as rehearse and tour? And
It's not easy. Like for this Belgium gig, Stuart and Tristan left on the Thursday. Aaron was working on the Friday, so he couldn't leave earlier. So we all left at 3 a.m. on the Saturday. Drove to Malaga, got a flight, got to Belgium. Eric was eager to show us about. I just wanted to rest, but the guy was like, so it's like, okay, let's do this, let's do that. By the time I got a bit of rest, it was ready to go, as in to perform. So we performed, we finished, then we went out, we had a few beers, and then it was back to the hotel, have a little sleep, and back home again. So sometimes the logistics can be tough, but we really enjoy it, and it's worth it in the end.
And juggling family life as well, because you've also got young kids as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, most of the time I travel on my own, there and back.
Yeah.
And I might go out on the Saturday mid-afternoon flight and come back on the Sunday morning.
just to be away from home as little as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to sacrifice these things, I
yeah.
think, you know, if you're ambitious. So, I mean, we played in Gibraltar for many years. Then we broke into Spain, did La Linea, Malaga, and other places as well. And we found that's worked. And our stuff's resonating in different places as well. So we thought, well, you know, we need to push that. MTV gave us a platform. We went to the 100 Club. We were here talking about that not so long ago. And then from that, we built. So we've been in Camden in the UK, and we were in Notting Hill not so long ago. And now we've got momentum. So, you know, we're certainly becoming part of the unsigned live music circuit in the UK, trying to break into Spain as well. Belgium even more, which is great. But you've got to do these things to get heard and build your fan base, and then you increase the likelihood of your music getting greater reach and success. So it's all part of the plan. And it's hard work and self-sacrifice, really.
You also mentioned your new song coming up.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Your new
Where can we
material.
find it?
It's not recorded yet. We're on the process of recording it. This is the first time we're going to play it live. I literally finished the lyrics not long ago.
Half an hour ago, right?
Maybe not.
Have you learnt them yet?
No. But yeah,
we don't know if it's wrong yet.
This will be an
I
exciting
could sing
performance.
whatever. And
You can legally just ad-lib and we're okay.
But yeah, we're in the process of writing a lot of material. We're going to be recording with Danny Farr, hopefully, and maybe doing some sessions in Tarifa as well, and mixing it up. But there's new stuff coming up for sure.
This is our 10-year anniversary.
Wow.
I know we don't look like we've been together 10 years, you know. Yeah, this is our
anniversary.
so
That's
you know,
crazy.
we've had loads of EPs, we've released loads of singles, music videos and stuff like that, but we kind of feel we want to have an album.
Yeah.
But what a way to celebrate your 10 years
Yeah.
and having all the success this year.
Absolutely. So we're trying to juggle the gigs with getting in the studio, recording. We've got loads of ideas. I think it's kind of our best work. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. I think so.
So when we get that down, hopefully that we'll have something to show, and then we'll make some videos and perform them live on MTV.
I was going to say, because you've made videos before, so
Yeah.
I've just pictured you in your Elvis gear, Nolan, for a split second.
Everyone does.
So that must be a really fun process as well.
Yeah. It's hard work, like with the Elvis thing in the middle of summer, going to Tarifa, recording for several hours in a full Elvis suit. And just sweating profusely. But the end product is always worth it. Once you see that end product edited and finalized, it's like, wow, you know what? All those hours are worth it. And we always look forward to doing more of that.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing your new song in part 3. I suppose all the details on your concerts will be on your Facebook page.
Facebook
right?
page.
Yeah, or the official website.
JetStreamOfficial.com. It's on Twitter as well. It's on Spotify. Our gig listings are there as well. So, I mean, pretty much everywhere you
I
go.
can't miss you, really.
Yeah, you can't.
You just need to Google Jetstream.
There's a single person in Gibraltar that's not seen Jetstream on Facebook, right?
in your phone.
Yeah, there we go.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us. Thank you.
Well, coming up after the break, we're finding out about Urban Dancer's latest production. We're going to the movies.
And it's the latest instalment of Dad Jokes, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to part 3 of The Hub.
It's Glenn versus Stefan in tonight's Dad Jokes. So let's see who gives them first. My money is on Stefan.
You reckon?
I think so.
Wise
But
judgment.
we'll have to see.
Wise judgment.
I threw paper first, and you still threw rock. I'm gonna let you start.
Yeah?
Because your composure is so solid.
It was Hugh. Oh, sorry, you saw it already.
No, you go.
Oh, yeah, I did. What do you call a sketchy Italian neighborhood? The Spaghetto.
Good start. I recently got crushed by a pile of books at home, but I guess I only have myself to blame.
Yeah, you should have installed better shelves. I've got a good handyman for that if you need.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. I'll get his number after.
Yeah. You know, when you go to prison and you take your mugshot, these days they've been letting you take your own. They're called selfies.
I've had to sell my vacuum cleaner at home. It's just pretty much sitting there gathering dust.
Good one, good one. What did the grape do when it got stepped on?
I don't know.
Let out a little wine.
What are the best kind of bees?
The maybes.
Boobies. I knew it.
The other day, I was so hungry, honestly. I just decided, why not? Ate a dictionary.
What?
The sorest throat I've ever had.
I saw a Spanish magician the other day. He had this grand finale where he went, uno, dos, kazam! And he vanished without a trace.
Without a trace, I see what you did there. Yeah, I see what you did. It was a good one.
Close.
Close to the bone.
Which bone would that be? The funny
bone. Yeah, you see what you did there?
Yeah.
Well, I was speaking to this bicycle the other day. Couldn't stand up. Was too tired.
Well played. Met this bloke who was he was admitted to hospital the other week because he ate plastic horses, but his condition's now stable.
Good one. Good one. I'm not much of an eavesdropper, but I was eavesdropping the other day on these two goldfish.
Yeah.
They were in a tank. One said to the other, "How on earth do you drive this thing?"
It's good. Good. My mate told me that a week ago. and if he hadn't, you probably would have got me there. They say that the fastest growing capital in the whole world is an island. Apparently it's always Dublin.
Wow.
Stefan has really...
Yeah,
he must be doing like dad jokes in the mirror
He was
to himself.
holding himself strong in that one. I mean, compared to last time.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. Very
Well
fun.
done, Stefan, for improving.
So, Jovanka, Darian and Sophie join us now to tell us about Urban Dance's latest production, Illumina. So thank you very much for joining us, guys.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Now, we've
great.
been saying all along that Yalta was going to come on, but she wasn't able. She's very busy.
Yeah, she's currently doing rehearsals at Insus Hall. We've got a production Illumina next week.
Yes. Tell us about what Illumina is all about. What's the storyline?
Well, myself and Yalta, we came up with the story back in 2009. It's an original story. Basically, it's a fantasy fiction. It's about Illumina is a character of a forest, and the belief is as long as the crystal of life keeps glowing, then all the creatures in Boogie Wonderland will remain in peace and harmony.
Wonderland.
So there's a whole story behind it. We wrote it both for stage, screen, and as a dance as well. So we did it 10 years ago. We're going to do it again, this time in Insus Hall. So we're recreating a whole magical forest in Insus Hall. It's going to be great for the whole family. So we've got 3 shows, one Friday, the 20th at 7:30 p.m. and then one on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. matinee for kids, and then one at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday as well. So everyone invited to come along. You can buy your tickets at buytickets.gi.
Yep.
Okay, so tickets are going well. There's still some available. Jovanka is also one of our dance teachers.
That's right.
And I've been collaborating with Sophie McCarthy, who's studying animation in uni, and she's been developing the character of Illumina for us as well. Yeah.
So what's your role then, Sophie?
So basically, I help them make the poster for the production.
I've seen them actually around town. They look really good.
I also helped make an animation that I think you guys are probably going to show later. Just kind of like to promote the production and stuff like that, and just of Illumina.
Yeah, I thought it was obviously Sophie is a past dancer of ours as well, and we like to encourage people as well, and she's studying animation, so we thought, well, let's bring Sophie on board, give her as well an opportunity as well to display her skills, give her a challenge.
We've just got some pictures on screen now.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, wow.
Was it something completely different to what you normally do, Sophie, or is it in keeping with your experience?
Well, I did a foundation year last year, and in that we kind of got to touch upon like sort of 2D animation and stuff, which is what I did for this. But this year I'm currently studying 3D animation, so it's like completely different to what I'm doing in university now.
Yeah, that's the final character of Illumina.
Wow, very colourful.
In fact, her cousin Chloe McCarthy, she's actually the main character for Illumina for the production, so it's all in keeping in the family, yeah?
Good. How will it differ to the 2009 production? Because obviously nearly 10 years apart, it must be so different.
I mean, we've developed a lot as urban dance over the last 10 years, so we're bringing new technologies, new skills and set design, audiovisual. The dancers themselves have grown as well, the choreographies
Exactly.
as well.
Tell us about the choreographies, Jovanka.
The girls started beginning of this year with all the choreographies. It's not as a class, individual classes and what they participate. They've got characters, so it's not just the dancing. They've evolved in the specific characters and how to evolve with it.
So there's an element of acting as well.
Exactly, and taking part in it. The girls have worked very hard. Yalta has made it really worth them having fun at the same time as producing those little bits and pieces and gathering and mashing it all up together, and it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah,
what about the age ranges of the girls that are performing?
So the youngest one we have is 2.5.
Wow. 2.5.
Shall I say the oldest one?
No.
Varies. The youngest one,
it's a big
the youngest one is 2.5.
Kelly, you didn't have to go like this. It's a very big variation.
It's just a number.
There's no age to dance.
It's just a number.
How is it teaching a 2.5-year-old to be in a production like that?
I love it.
It must be very eventful and very fun.
We just have fun. In that class, it's the youngest ones. We make it fun as possible. We teach them the discipline of especially listening to your teacher and going through the steps. They get so excited. They came this week to the hall
and it's overwhelming for them, and they're just all over the place. But it's really, really fun for them. So just having that big smile on the faces, it's all worthwhile.
And this time around, we've gone a bit overboard with the characterization, the costumes,
Well, I
the
was going to say,
sets,
the costumes and
props.
the production must be...
The production, the quality of it
big
is going to be awesome. I mean, not just because we're doing it, but I mean...
And logistically, it's different also.
Yeah.
Last time we had it at Almeida,
Yeah.
which is a lovely venue, but logistically it can be a bit of a nightmare in that sense. And so this time it's in-house and it's bigger.
A little bit more easier, would you say?
better.
It's easier because obviously the Insus Hall, we can use it as and when we want to, rather than the Mac Hall or the Alameda, which were in the elements, so we have cut-off times. Insus Hall, we have everything there. We can build our sets, our props. We can use the stage as we want to. We can decorate it as we want to. And it makes everything much easier for us in terms of moving in. Over the last couple of months, we've had so much the rain and weather, which has prevented us from building some of the props. So having Insus Hall has been very thankful to the Culture Agency as well, the Ministry of Culture, for allowing us to use it. And I think it's a venue which is underutilized. I mean, I love Insus Hall. I've been there since I was small.
It's got so much character.
And it's got so much potential. They've just refurbished it now, so we'll be the first ones to launch the new Insus Hall with the whole refurbishments of the outside, the inside. So yeah,
no pressure.
No pressure. We're looking forward to it. And this year as well with Illumina, we've done it. We've condensed it to like an hour 15-minute show.
Okay.
No interval. So we want these people to interact. As soon as you walk in Insus Hall, there'll be some live interactions. We have Janine Pons Busto, and she'll be the storyteller for the night. So we'll have loads of laughs with her as well, and the kids. So basically, we want people to enjoy the 1.5 hours that they're there in Insus Hall to come out on a high. Yeah.
I suppose if there's no break, you can get fully immersed. There's no break from
at all. And once you get immersed in the story, I mean, once you leave, you'll say, oh, can I come back again tomorrow? So we hope people to come back. Yeah.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah. So obviously the costumes, the production, the set, just how long has all this taken to put together?
I mean, we've been on it for months. I mean, Yalta has been obviously leading on the choreography since we started in September.
And our creativeness with all the costumes, high ideas are way different to the first time. She's expanded so much, it's incredible. It's changed in that sense. And she's put a lot of hours into it. People won't believe how much work goes behind the scenes, not just on the last 2 weeks of the production. I mean, Darian and Sophie has been working it since the beginning of the year or so with all the sketches and all that stuff. So it'll be worth bringing it all together and seeing all those hours and months of work, to be honest.
Yeah, many late nights because Sophie is in the UK. She's studying, so it's been like at midnight. Sophie, are you still awake? Yes, Darian, okay. Here's the image.
Are they slave drivers?
Yeah. Like 1 o'clock in the morning, oh, we can't render it. Let's upload it. Send it to me by Dropbox. No, send it to by email.
Sophie's in a club at this point.
Yeah. She's with a Red...
I'm at home, no problem.
So I'm with the coffee. She's with the Red Bulls on the one side. We're like Skyping each other at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But I think it's been worth it. I mean, obviously, if people have seen the animation now, I think it's been great work from Sophie, and it gives her as well exposure. No?
Yeah, of course, something to put in your CV as well.
Besides, the dancers also deserve it. It's not an end-of-term thing. It's something bigger. And they've worked so hard throughout the years, and they've evolved so much individually. It's the perfect time for them to say, right, they deserve this. Let's go through it. And it's a challenge for them also. It's a change.
How many dancers were in the original production?
I don't know.
You'll have to work that out, because that'll be interesting to see.
Talking about 2009 now.
Yeah, but I mean...
I think we're more or less the same, maybe 50 or 60.
But some will have performed in the 2009 one and performing now.
We've got one of our dancers who was like level 1, one of the youngest ones, and now she's like the adult section, the older ones.
Yeah.
So it was lovely to see back the video then and say, look how little she was there.
Look at how much you've transformed.
Does she remember all the moves from back then?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the choreographies have changed, and the characters have changed slightly. The costumes have changed a lot. Again, like
it's quite special to have taken part in both.
So some people remember it. Yeah, we did it like 10 years ago. Oh, great! I can do it again. I can't fit into the costume, but but it's great to go back. And I mean, we have some projects lined up as well this year, but obviously we'll keep it to wraps.
You'll have to come back on.
Yes.
Yeah. But tickets are available at buytickets.gi.
Buytickets.gi. We've got the 3 nights going. Friday is almost full. Saturday, some seats available as well. So we encourage everyone to go, family, friends.
Matinee is ideal for the kids. It's a great time. They can come and enjoy it. So it's there. We gave them the option for the same reason, because usually the younger ones, it's a bit iffy hour at 7:30 for them to come along. But I think matinee this year has been a very good idea. No?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Great.
So
Thank you very much for joining us.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be great, and enjoy every second of it.
Yeah.
All your hard work.
Definitely
All your
will.
hard work will be worth it.
If you want to come along, let me know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
guys.
No worries.
Thanks.
Thanks.
It's time now to head to the movies with our favourite movie buffs, Michael and Christina.
Hello and welcome to Movie Night.
It's trailers galore this week, and we start with the new Solo, a Star Wars story trailer, with Alden Ehrenreich playing a young Han Solo in an adventure set in the dark criminal underworld. Han Solo meets his future co-pilot Chewbacca and Lando Calrissian years before joining the rebellion. It also stars Donald Glover and Emilia Clarke. Solo, a Star Wars story comes out on the 25th of May. Let's take a look.
Push it!
Also this week, the first trailer for The Meg. The crew of a disabled deep-sea submersible are trapped at the bottom of the Pacific after being attacked by a giant prehistoric shark. It's Jason Statham to the rescue. The Meg is out in August.
Did you guys ever watch Shark Week?
He looks heroic, but he's kind of got a negative attitude.
Chew on this, you ugly.
And finally, Martin Freeman stars in Cargo, a post-apocalyptic thriller about a pandemic and an emotional story as well of an infected father trying to save his child at all costs. Here's the trailer.
If I don't make it to the hills, you're all I've got.
You can't lose hope.
Any girl you need to be worried about is your own.
We're here. So when things get back to normal, it's not gonna happen, is it?
I don't think normal's on the horizon.
That's all for this week. We'll see you at the movies.
Wow, that last one in particular, everyone was
Yeah,
whoa.
Meg I might miss. Meg
Not too keen on the shark film. Yeah.
No, not keen on that one. But Cargo looks
interesting.
quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks once again for joining us, guys. Thank you very much.
And thanks also to our viewers at home.
Yeah. So here's a final track from Jetstream. Enjoying good night, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
See you then.
Good night.
Way down in Mississippi, I found my sweet Delta blues. She stood so very pretty, I knew I had nothing to lose. She made a name in this town when her mama was 17. Knock down a whiskey jigger, make eyes across the room. Be first to pull the trigger, don't trust what you assume. She made a name in this town when her mama was 17. And I met her in a dusty tap room. I kissed her in the southern sky. And I shot her in the darkest alley. I missed her in another's arms. My time to pack the order. Let's fight in the big saloon. 10 steps to turn the corner. First blow in the afternoon. She made a name in this town when her mama was 17. Tap room, I kissed her in the southern sky. I shot her in the darkest alley. I miss her in another's arms. Tap room, I kissed her in the southern sun. And I shot her in the darkest alley. I miss her in another's arms. And I met her in a dusty tap room. I kissed her in another's arms. And I shot her in the darkest alley. I missed her in another's arms.